that, I'm going to give you a little bit of information on Altiverse before we actually do our demo. Altiverse is a Binance Labs portfolio company, and we were incubated by Binance Labs and accelerated by Web3 Port. The project has been in development for 3+ years and is built on the Unreal Engine. We're targeting the MMO, sandbox, and social games like Fortnite, Roblox, and Minecraft that have over 650 million players. Looking at some of the upcoming milestones we've got a closed beta this month. We've got an open beta in June, and we're targeting a TGE in July. We're currently raising funds in our private B round and always looking for great Web2 and Web3 partners to join our project. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Keith, and he's going to do a live narration of in-game footage to showcase what Altiverse has to offer.
Thank you, Pat. So it is definitely our pleasure to introduce you guys to the Altiverse. Now, this is destined to become one of the most groundbreaking MMOSG platform on the market. Now, the MMOSG market currently includes some of the biggest game titles in the world, including Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, and collectively, like Pat mentioned, over 650 million players in this demographic. Now, this market is huge, generating over 11 billion in revenue, and our flagship title, Sky City, which is at the heart of the Altiverse, boasts more than 20 games in one, and we're expanding beyond the traditional MMOSG space by integrating real-world shops that connect to real-world economies where players can purchase in-game goods, collectible items, and even physical items. Now, Sky City is just the beginning of what we're doing. We also have captivating game titles like Wrecked and then Outpost, which will be key to maximizing our user retention and allowing us to scale up our player base pretty exponentially. Now, we've created a fully interconnected ecosystem that encompasses games, virtual cities, social spaces, and so much more. The Altiverse offers a true global platform that provides a Web 2 friendly experience with Web 3 values, all powered by our ACE token launching on the BNB chain. Now, our initial title, Sky City, is an open world MMO sandbox that promises an unparalleled experience for both mainstream gamers and NFT collectors. We've made it really simple to start playing. Download the game, sign in, create your custom character, and then immerse yourself in our 3D universe. I really want you to remember, guys, everything that you are seeing here today is real gameplay footage. It's just a taste of what our players will experience once we launch. You can create completely custom characters to showcase your most unique representation of yourself. They will instantly be met with 20 playable experiences, including fast-paced racing in the air and on land, plus brutal mech battles against other players, draft ball games, laser tag, and indefinitely expanding selection of mini games. Now, this will really be key to optimizing our 1-month player retention rate. And the key to building a game that can successfully grow for decades is to plan out a strategy that really enables us to achieve a strong 5-year retention rate for our players. Now, with that in mind, we have built immersive quests, expansive crafting and building mechanics, rewarding loot gathering mechanics such as hunting, gathering, fishing, all tied together through our real value in-game economy and NFT marketplace. Now, our scalable multiplayer infrastructure really multiplies the depth of our experience by giving our players the opportunity to socialize and build their own communities and fight together in raids and quests and tournaments. And they'll also be able to attend events together, such as esports, concerts, movie premieres, and conferences. Now, Sky City features this epicenter we're talking about, but 10 colossal platforms as well, known as Halo spheres, and each with a unique theme and attraction to keep our players entertained. And one of the most exciting aspects of Sky City is its real estate. As players explore our vast city, you can buy and sell and create your own unique spaces to entertain one another. And our in-game economies encourage our players to earn and trade these ACE tokens, supercharging our game's ecosystem. And this is really how we plan to retain our existing users for the 12-month run. allowing us to grow our active player base as we bring more users in. Then we launch Wrecked, our hardcore survival game that's designed to challenge players' limits. Now, in Wrecked, players and teams must search for survivors while facing the dangers of this hostile environment with gameplay reminiscent of popular titles like Rust. This game will appeal to those who love the crafting and building and intense survival challenges this game offers, and really expands our 18-month retention rate. Next, we introduced Outpost. This is an action-packed sci-fi shooter that caters to fast-paced gameplay, esports competitors. Outpost really features various game modes, including team deathmatch, battle royale, capture the flag, more of these AAA match-based styles you're used to, all set aboard these monumental space stations. And these stations can be owned and monetized as well by guilds and individuals alike. And that, my friends, is really how we plan to extend our 24-month retention rate. Finally, we introduce you to meta servers. Now, these customizable servers can be tailored and sold to individuals, organizations, and governing bodies around the world. And these meta servers are what will form the foundation of the Altiverse platform together by creating an infinite web of interconnected worlds, games, experiences, at which point our primary role will be to create game mechanics, features, and systems that allow these meta servers to expand. Now, to support the expansion of our platform to ensure the ROI of our investors, we've established multiple revenue streams like all of these high utility NFTs, physical items with digital benefits, digital real estate. We'll also be leasing shops, storefronts, and advertising spaces such as video billboards. We'll also be able to monetize our partnerships, providing custom development and promotional in-game swag that promotes each brand to every player in the open world. Now, our core team is made up of industry veterans from various gaming backgrounds, both traditional and blockchain-based. And this really ensures that the Altiverse remains at the forefront of the MMOSG innovation, allowing us to capitalize on that $11 billion market as we continue to expand. Now, when it comes to marketing, we plan to utilize the most effective battle-tested strategies from the mainstream gaming industry, such as user-generated content on platforms like Twitch, YouTube, even PPC marketing and esports tournaments as well. We aim to partner with top-tier publishers so we can really leverage their experience as well to maximize our customer lifetime value and really reduce our acquisition cost. Now, on top of that, we will be launching on the Epic Game Store, which is huge. This is very exciting as it will introduce the Altiverse to their base of more than 230 million users daily. Furthermore, we will adopt the most innovative Web3 marketing methods and leverage our partnerships to communicate and bolster our PR, social media, and viral marketing initiatives. With investment from pioneers like Binance and Polygon, Engine Starter, and many more, we've primed ourselves to be a catalyst for the Web3 adoption in the mainstream gaming space. And we also recognize the importance of community, our partners, and the feedback we get through the development process. And this approach will really allow us to ensure that the Altiverse remains the most innovative MMOSG in the industry. And as we look to the future, we really envision the Altiverse expanding far beyond gaming, becoming the go-to destination for virtual reality artists and businesses alike. We plan to integrate VR and other immersive technologies, of course, and we will create a dynamic platform that caters to a wide range of users. And the Altiverse is really set to change the way we interact online together. Its ecosystem of games, virtual cities, social spaces will really cater to every audience and allow us to create the best MMOSG in the world. Now, with that, we invite you all to join us on this mission, changing gaming forever. As an early adopter, you stand to gain the most from Altiverse. So to take advantage of this exciting opportunity with us, email our Chief Revenue Officer, Pat Gerleman. It's very simple, pat@altiverse.com, and we look forward to working with you all.
All right. Well, thank you all for the opportunity to present the Altiverse project today. Feel free to reach out if you'd like to learn more, and we can also do a discussion as well to give you some history on the team and the project background in more detail. So thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Pat. Next, welcome Relays.
Hello. Hello, this is Fernando from Relays. Someone muted me. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear.
We can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. So shall I start?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Relays. Relays is a hyper-secure communications protocol. And what we have done over the last 3 years is really focused. I think majority of people understand the state of security at the moment and privacy. And lately, more lately, either like Elon Musk or not, he kind of highlighted a lot what was happening in Twitter. You know, again, we understand how everything is happening out there. We are cybersecurity professionals. We have quite a few in our team, so we do understand what some of the tech giants, governments, you know, all the surveillance going out there and what the problems are. Yeah. And of course, you know, became during COVID-19, communications became more prevalent, more digitized, remote workers, etc., etc. So more soft targets, you know, of course, and a lot, which actually increased communications quite a lot. You know, for example, video conferences, now there's about 1 billion daily video conferencing calls. It's just one of the things I wanted to mention at this stage. So this is the current state. The opportunity for us at the time was, you know, again, some of those things I said, plus, you know, blockchain trust, it just starts to bring totally different trust. And we use blockchain in a very interesting way onto how increase the security by doing encryption on blockchain. So there's a high demand for secure comms. I'm not going to expand too much, but I think people do understand. You know, you have to ask yourself if you are recording a meeting, you know, is it encrypted? No, it's not. When you record a meeting, it's not encrypted anymore. For example, you know, transcoding and decoding. I mean, this is quite complex technical terms, and those happen on the servers of the actual providers, you know, that they have. It doesn't matter if it's Zoom, if it is any messenger out there as well. You know, it goes through their servers, and then that's where it happens. Yeah. So we came up with within the protocol, we came up with a few tools. One of them is video conferencing. Another one is Messenger, Discord, so text, video, audio. The protocol is a multi-chain protocol, plus also our own network of nodes. Yeah, and I'll go through that in a minute. Yeah. So peer-to-peer is routed across the network of nodes. Yeah. Which means that we do not own the nodes. Yeah, it is the community. Everyone out there owns the nodes. Blockchain tech, again, you know, we're using blockchain in a very different proposal. I'll follow you through a little bit, you know, and of course, your identity is your wallet, the ID or not the ID, you know, but we're going to go into the ID. Yeah, so very focused on privacy, censorship resistant, all of those things that crypto really is. That's why crypto appeared. Yeah, so of course HD video quality. So when you try to, the screen is a bit different. Actually, I'll go through, instead of actually talking through it, I'm actually going to switch the screen. to another screen, so you actually see the tool in action. So let me just share you the screen where I can. So this is the tool, So once you come in, you type a room name, or you can share actually the link, of course. I'm typing demo, I type my name, FM, connect. The first thing you're gonna see is, connect your wallet. We built first on Near. It's the first chain where we build on. Near gave us a 50K grant, So then after, or MetaMask, or if you don't have, or if you don't want really, because it's a new tool, a lot of people do not trust, we can create a quick account for you. And I'll explain the process. So usual stuff, like I need to connect my wallet and so on. So once I click create a quick account, what it does, it goes in the background to the API on Near wallet, and it actually creates a wallet for you. And then all of the information is dumped in your browser. Then your public key is used to actually authenticate it on the smart contract. So create quick account. What this means is also we can capture Web2 users at this stage, not just Web3. So accept, and here I am on a call, video, switch off video, microphone. So very quickly, 3 simple steps. This is one of the tools we already are. You can use it right now. And the way it works is quite complex, but I will now switch back to the slides. It is quite complex, but at the same time, it's actually quite simple. I'm going to try to explain in simple terms, So the way it works is we use many different concepts on securing video conferencing calls, for example, One of the things that we do is we make sure that when all the participants on the call need to have a wallet, if they don't have, we actually create that wallet for you, And that's important because the public keys of the wallets are what is going to ensure that the third level of encryption happens on the smart contracts, on blockchain, Once that the public keys of all the participants on the calls, either you create your quick account or MetaMask, doesn't really matter, then the third level of encryption is actually happening not by us, but by the smart contract on the actual blockchain. That brings a third level of encryption that is quite hard for anyone to be able to mess around, So it's not a black box, it's public, it's on smart contracts, everyone can validate that, So just conscious of time, I'm just going to go. We actually did quite a big test with those 600 participants. This was a live form, a project, a Binance incubated project. A combination of avatars, video, etc. So it was great, So some of the things we want to do with the protocol is actually to enable our APIs and SDKs and everyone out there then to use the protocol and secure being conferencing in VR, virtual worlds, in gaming, for example, NFT those meetings, etc., Very quickly, there's 1 billion daily video calls. So in bear markets, doesn't affect us, doesn't affect any chain where we are. Actually, it's quite productive. Everything disappears, as you know, gaming, DeFi, and so on. In bear markets, it does not affect us because people need to communicate. And video conferencing, messaging doesn't really matter. So the sum is quite easy target for us. The business model, it will be always free. We're going to run free until we reach a couple of million users. Then, we turn on the business model. The first is pay as you go. First 40 minutes free. Before that, to initiate a call, you need to stake a minimum of $20 of our token. And after that, for every 30 minutes after the first 40 minutes free, 25 cents will be taken by the smart contract, from your stake tokens. Subscriptions, of course, business need to have predictability of their costs. We'll introduce subscriptions as well, with quite a lot of new features that you could have, like running seminars, number of users. There's going to be different levels. Yeah. I explained this. We have quite a challenging roadmap. So we're just about to release our network of nodes, the beta network, test net. We are on beta on our video conferencing tool, but it's usable. It's quite good, actually. We've been running it for about 1 year already, and people absolutely love it. So I urge you to have a go at it. Yeah. This is the team, myself, co-founder and CEO, and Greek is in Lisbon. Charlie is our marketing manager in China. And of course, we have we are a team of 12 at the moment. Yeah. Advisors from Scott Lockling, he was on a quite well-known guy, on Brave browser, who was the architect, also the architect of Basic Attention Token. Pedro is a great, actually was our CIO, but he took some time off, some personal problems. He became our advisor. And of course, Josh is very well known, provide us advising in terms of tokenization. David, Holochain co-founder, he's been on the blockchain and crypto for quite some years, so great advisors we have in the team. Current investors and partners, we have been quite selective on the parts that we have, because it's about getting us out there and going to market. We're really interested on partners and investors that help us to get us out there and going faster. That's where we are at the moment. We want to hit the market very fast. Yeah. So please reach out, because for us, it's quite important to work with investors and partners that are quite connected with communities and help us really to go out now. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Next, let's welcome Binary X.
Hello? Do you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see the screen and we can hear you.
Okay, great. Nice to see everyone. My name is Oleg Kurchenko. I'm co-founder and CEO of Binarix. We allow into people invest and manage digitalized real estate globally. No compromising. We are focusing on regulatory things. And we choose the residential real estate market for us because we see how continuously it's growing. And there is a few factors why it's happening. First of all, because people are traveling more and borders become more open, and people are allowed to do this. Digital nomads working remotely and going into the countries where they would like to work or which they would like to visit and working from there. Pandemic also driving the requirement, driving the demand on the better living places, and because of people start working more remotely from their homes. And of course, the cost of buying for the property are always increasing, and people right now trying to leave from their countries and big cities because it's hard to live there. And the real estate investment is collapsing because people are struggling from inflation, recession, and etc. And not everyone is able to invest into real estate. And we bring them the possibility with our solutions. We build in a bridge that allows to invest into real estate globally and easily. And our main discovery for it was our proper legal framework and the DAO LLC. This is the new type of entity what was invented in the United States, Wyoming. And that in comparing with the usual LLC, the DAO LLC allowing to people register the blockchain smart contract governing and add that smart contract as the governance to the LLC, and that allowing to people who are owning the tokens from that smart contract be a shareholder of LLC. With that legal framework, right now, we able to tokenize property almost in any part of the world and allow to investors invest in it with small shares into the tokens and become the shareholders of the DAO LLCs. And that brings to us the possibility to build a simple process of buying and selling the properties, and allow to build the process where when the property ownership can be easily transferred between the users without intermediaries such as notaries and lawyers through the blockchain. And on each stage, when we're working with the properties, we allow it to other companies create the leverage for us, because a whole process for the property tokenization is transparent. And on each stage, where we need where we need the some companies, and for example, audit, management, and transferring the ownership is made by the legacy real estate companies who have experience and licenses in it, and that enable for us the possibility to make the leverage for scale our business really fast, because we using such kind of companies and partnerships. Our business revenue streams is quite simple. We have three main revenue streams. The first of all, we taking the commission from initial tokenization. The second one from the secondary market, and we have a recurring revenue stream, what we are receiving from the real estate, tokenized real estate rental payments. And there is 6 co-founders of us who are doing that project and make it alive. And I would like to share with you experiences of my colleagues, like our CPO and CMO, Andrew and Lynn, working together and bringing the possibility for users to receive the best user flows and create the great opportunity for the company because of combining the product and marketing stuff, giving the possibility to spend less funds for the marketing. And our CTO and Chief Analytic Officer creating the solutions and always researching the market for the new solutions. And our CBDO has a really great experience in real estate. He has his own company who sold for the last year the real estate for more than 100 million euros in Turkey, Bali, and Dubai. And that team bring us to the first sale of tokenized property, what we made for 14 hours. And from the beginning to end, we attract about 35K Twitter subscribers, 70,000 community in Discord, and that helped to us receive the numbers what you can see on the slide, the more than 6K beta users on beta test, more than 1,000 verified customers, and almost 200 become clients who purchase the first token. And we are just in the beginning, and now we are ready to achieve our next goals. Few points about our next steps. In the second quarter, we plan to attract about 1,000 token holders. So this is the property investors. And until end of the year, we plan to scale our customer user base up to 10,000 token holders. Currently, we closed the pre-seed round and gathered 400K that allowed to us build the project and attract first customers. And right now we are on the seed round and attracting 1.5 million with 70 million valuation. We're focusing on the smart money smart money that and partners and VCs who can help to us build the better solution and have experience in fintech, Web3, or property technologies. Now, we required that experience because our go-to-market strategy are really close to their experience, because we plan to attract 450K leads in the first year and make a lot of collaborations with wallets, exchanges, investment and educational platforms. And we already launched the referral program and community programs for influencers and bloggers. And right now attracting more real estate agencies to incentivize them to sell their property with Binaryx to their customers. And in the end of that path, we plan to launch our Binaryx Academy, because we understand how it's important to explain to community and users how to use the platform correctly and how to work with that. We know our competitors, and we know how many players are coming on that market this time. And most of them trying to tokenize their own properties without solving important problems. In our case, we build in the bridge. In Binaryx, we unlock the possibility of tokenizing, investing, and managing property with blockchain technology globally for everyone, and easily transfer ownership between people without intermediaries, by providing infrastructure and solutions for real estate players. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much. It has been a great project, and that's comes with the next project. It's BitsCrunch.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Let me please share my screen. Sorry. So you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes. So yeah, thanks for the opportunity. So myself, Vijay, founder and CEO of BitsCrunch. We are operating from Munich, Germany, the city of Oktoberfest, here in Germany. So BitsCrunch, we crunch each and every bits of data behind NFTs. In crypto terms, we are like the chain analysis of the NFT space, where we look into NFT frauds like wash trading, NFT price estimation using AI, and NFT copy mint solution. So our vision is to bring more trust and transparency into the NFT space, because now people are not really sure if NFTs are a good purchase, good buying assets, because they need to rely on so many factors, right? And it's so easy to say do your own research, but to be honest, people don't really have the time and the tools that are required to buy good NFTs. So what we have in store at BitsCrunch. So for instance, we provide NFT analytics and metadata, both on-chain as well as off-chain. We look into wash trade analytics. I mean, I'm sure people are aware of wash trading, where people flip NFTs between wallets back and forth just to artificially inflate a price. And we also look into fair price estimation of NFTs. We provide wallet portfolio if a user connects their wallet, and then authenticity checker. That is where it is also blended together with copyright protection. So we help brands protect their IP. And let me just go back and quickly show glimpses of what we do. So we have launched a B2C platform in recent times, as you could see, unleashnfts.com, and it has a beta tag to it. So this is more like a coin market cap / coin gecko for NFTs. We just launched the beta early this year, and just in a span of 3 months, we already clocked close to 500,000 visits to this website without doing massive amount of marketing. So we have an exploratory section at the top right where a user can click on it and see the number of top 100 NFTs by volume. A user can also click around and see what are the top 100 NFTs by sale. And then they can also play around with the time slot in here. And once they close it out, they could also see top 10 collections of all time, and then top 5 rising collections. And that's our USP. So we provide top 10 potential wash traded collections there, and then top 10 individual NFTs. So that's the home page. And my most favorite section is the market reports. So these are 4 simple metrics at the top. But in total, we have like 60 plus metrics in the whole platform. And the most beautiful thing is we are already live across 4 chains: Ethereum, Binance Chain, Avalanche, and Polygon. So let's say we provide market cap, volume, unique NFT traders over the last 7 days. Let's say if we want to pick Polygon, you could see 61,000 users trade on Polygon over the last 7 days. And if it is a month, then that's massive, 200,000 traders. And we provide wash trading volume, and then a bunch of metrics that a user can see. And the platform is live. It is free for now. It will be gated. It will have a subscription model in the near future, but not now. And let me show you the collection level insights as well. Let's say if a user wants to buy Nakamigos, which is one of the recently popular collections, a user can deep dive into Nakamigos and can see what are the number of transactions that happened over the last 24 hours, what are the number of holders that a collection has, and the market cap of that collection, and so on. So it has so much of insights, including the wash trading insights. So as you could see, potential wash traded NFTs could well be 440, but then the suspected trades are 44. That's what we provide. And we also provide in-depth NFT details as well. Let's say if a user wants to buy Nakamigos 4020, they can get deeper into 4020 and can check what is the fair price of NFTs. This again comes from BitsCrunch. What is the last price of the asset? What is the hold time of that asset, and so on. So yeah, a lot in store. Users can play around. And just going back to where I dropped off from the presentation. So who is the target audience? So the platform that I showed you is mainly B2C, but we are primarily a B2B organization. So we focus on marketplaces. We provide our insights to lending protocols because they need insights, right? Because nowadays people are getting loans with NFTs and they are not really sure if an NFT is legitimate, if an NFT is fair or wash traded NFT. So they need us, and then the traders, artists, and collectors will use the B2C platform that I just showed. And we protect the IPs of brands. Let's say we recently indexed all the top 100 collections. We went through them and we found that one of the famous collections out there uses McDonald's logo on it, and they are milking millions of US dollars. So that's what we again help brands protect their IPs. And some of the VCs are using our dashboards. Financial institutions. So for instance, we work with MasterCard, we work with KPMG, Israel team, and we also work with blockchains, right? So it's pretty much the A to Z of the entire spectrum of NFTs, because primarily we want to bring the trust and transparency into the NFT space, and we are doing that. And as rightly guessed, we are backed by some of the best names in the industry. We are backed by Animoca Brands, Coinbase Ventures, Polygon, Chainlink, Hashkey Capital, Crypto.com, Gate Labs, and a few others. in the list. So yeah, so far we have raised $6.35 million US. So we are close to launching our testnet, and then once we launch our testnet, we are all set to do a public sale and a TG. So we are not a seed or a pre-seed stage company, but then we are building since 2021. But nevertheless, thanks for the opportunity, with Freeport team. Would be happy to take any questions. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Has been a very good project and clearly has been leading by several very well-known VC as backers. So let's now welcome the next project on claim check.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. So I'll be sharing my screen. All right. So in summary, ClimeCheck is a real-time platform for big data climate monitoring devices around the world. So basically what we're trying to create is a hyper-localized data stream of climate sensors that report information around the climate. So the first question that comes to mind is, why is a product like ClimeCheck needed? So if you look at the globe today, you see that most of the climate data are provided by governments and big corporations. And with the advent of COVID and 2008 financial crisis and a lot of things that's happened in the traditional system, we've seen why there's a need for the third voice, what we call at ClimeCheck the third voice, which is community-based participation. So Bitcoin started the movement of building the third voice. So what are the problems that ClimeCheck is looking to solve? So if anybody that has done the research of the climate data in general across the globe, you see that there are basically two silos of data that tells the same story about the Earth ecology. So you have those that are collecting data based on carbon footprints and silo those data, while those that are collecting pollutant data and weather data. So the current traditional industry treats those data as two separate silos and they handle them like that. So what ClimeCheck is doing is creating a platform that tracks those data through physical devices, enterprise electronic data management systems, and also individual-based contribution. So what that does is it solves three problems for three key stakeholders. So which is the commons, that's the general public. So because we're a Web3 based project, our priority is open source and community based. So community have access to the data. They can use it to do whatever they want. For researchers can plug into our data and perform their research. Enterprises also can use our data for predictive models. So because it's sort of hyper localized, so they can get data that are targeted to their current location and use it into their business processes. And because we also build a hardware device, we can also help companies validate what their emission or pollution data is, and everything is done on chain. And one paradigm what ClimeCheck has done is, those that are familiar with the traditional industries, they're sort of like close-gated about their data. Even if they want to share you a subset of the data, they are afraid of the entire data set leaking and sort of like creating problem for them. So with ClimeCheck, we sort of like implement zero knowledge proofs to allow enterprises share their data, this sort of aspects of the data they want to share and not overshare. So what that does is it solves a problem. That's the third problem for the regulator. So basically you have two data stream, community contributed data stream that tells you what the ecology of that particular area is doing. And you also have like industry validated carbon footprint data. So what that does is it allows us to build sort of like a regulatory framework on top of it where regulators can validate enterprise data automatically and do carbon footprint, carbon credit issuance, carbon footprint calculations, then also do sort of like a tie-in for basic analytics and policy implementation. So that takes us to what the data is on the platform. So Our data on the climate check platform follows the open science methodology that allows the data to be fair, readable, findable, and it basically gives, so it lends itself to research, because as we said, our climate check, our mission statement is for everybody to understand what is going on in the earth ecology, provide that third voice, community voice to basically to drive climate awareness. So like, so now you're basically thinking, this sounds like a public good project, and so how do you sort of like generate revenues from that? So we understand, but based on our design principle of our systems, we understand that every system that has ever been built by man is built based on sort of like a revenue-based system. Take the biggest nation states. So nation states are based on closed system of transfer of value, where you basically have so that's how you deal with the balance of trade. That helps you understand how the profitability is. So how does climate check generate revenue and sort of like have that balance of trade? So first, onboarding users into our ecosystem. So we have sort of like a hard, so like in real life asset NFT that's also tied to digital NFT. So we basically design climate sensors. So now we're doing for pollutant, air pollution. We have the capability to design for water, weather stations, and all the likes. So people can buy climate check devices. So that's one stream of revenue. That's the first one we're approaching. So right now we have devices in demo, and we're testing the integration to the blockchain. So people can integrate, they already have their existing third-party sensors like Purple Air or the other. So you can integrate it into the platform. So now you don't have to buy physical devices anymore. You just have to mint climate check community NFT that allows you to get rewarded when you provide data into the ecosystem. So we have, we're building an enterprise emission management system that sort of like ties into the enterprise solution, where companies can tie back to our data, validate their own data, and also use our machine learning model to understand what's going on in their ecosystem. Then the other large revenue model, which we'll build down the line, being able to aggregate enterprise data and community-based data, allows us to build that framework for carbon credit marketplace, and that's also a point of revenue for us. So right now, how does climate check work? So you can either get a sensor, an outdoor or an indoor sensor, install it on your premise, connect to climate check, you earn reward, and you're basically contributing data to the ecosystem. So for those that already have third-party sensors that are already installed into their premise, they can directly connect to the climate check network, mint community-based NFTs, earn reward while contributing to the climate check ecosystem. So some of the things we've built so far. So this is Canary. It's made by Pair System, an outdoor sensor, which we've sort of like figured out to integrate into a system. So people that have that. So this is a climate check supported built outdoor sensor, and we have like a dashboard that shows you how much climate check token you're earning and all the data architecture. So we have sort of like a wallet system that allows you to have access to your token. So we have like a dashboard view that sort of like provides that climate awareness and climate consciousness. So our approach is basically two forms. While we're looking at phase one is a distributed ownership, where we are sort of like pushing the proliferation of sensors, individual-based sensors. On our platform, we also have sort of like a behavioral adjusting tool that allows individuals to report what their individual carbon footprint is and incentivize that by owning tokens. So in the phase two, we're looking at building what we call communal ownership of assets, which is a climate commons. So our big goals is to have radar stations that are owned by the community, built and funded, satellite stations that are owned by the community, built and funded. So the whole idea is to be able to project those data out there and open source it to the entire ecosystem. So the total address, the sort of like the market visibility is for the hardware devices, you have about $880 million market. For the enterprise emission data, you have about $6 billion market. Then for the carbon footprint market itself, we have about $720 billion market. So this is how we look to attack the growth of the climate check ecosystem and the markets we want to address. So we've done a couple of research on our competitors, and what we're focused on the open source of the value. ClimeCheck basically does that. Is community owned. The one that comes close is Purple Air. We have emission and carbon footprint data, other than Open Weather, which is a Web2 product. No Web3 platform captures it, just ClimeCheck. To manufacture our own hardware, so just ClimeCheck and Purple Air. Almost everybody emits sort of like data, but the emission management is in there. So on our team, you have me, the CEO. I basically have 7 years of experience working as an instrumentation design engineer for this largest single train refinery in the world, valued at $18 billion. So that is where I gained sort of my engineering background. So our CTO, Usman, is currently a PhD candidate at the University of Kentucky, Chicago, where he's basically using AI and machine learning models to do protein sequencing. And we're bringing that into the team to develop robust models for ClimeCheck. We have Michael, which is our Chief Strategy Officer. Then we have our development team. We have our enterprise relationship team. So up to date, we've aggregated 30,000 data on our stream. And we have integrated live sensors. We have a partnership with a construction aggregation company to be able to do the entire footprint for the construction industry in Africa. We have a ride-hailing startup. We on partnership with Polygon Labs and also Weave Chain. So some of the things we're looking to solve, I'm going to share a screen that shows basically how our data model is working at the moment. So here we have like the Jupyter notebook. So because of time, I'll not be able to run through it, but just basically want to highlight some of the data aggregation table we have. Then down here, this is basically where we have our machine learning models. We train it into sequence-to-sequence analysis. So this is sort of like a zero knowledge system. So we're basically in pre-seed stage, and most of the work we're doing is in the background. So look forward to hearing more from you and talking to you more about ClimeCheck. I think my time is up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, let's welcome the next presentation, IMX.
Yes, hello, my name is Dan. I'm just sharing the screen and opening the video. I hope that you can see everything. So what you see here is the business model of our company. So it starts on number one, where we are kind of onboarding our customers, and it always starts with the KYC. And this KYC can either be done by us. So we have this live in 200 countries. And the special thing about this KYC is that this KYC is reusable. There are also certain other partners for this solution. Also always companies who have already done a KYC before. The solution that we provide is that we make the result of this KYC and also all data that has been involved there, all attributes, reusable for the customer. So the customer owns the data and owns his KYC result with all the benefits that come with this. So I'm giving this explanation for you to get a simple overview. The customer then uses this technology in order to interact with websites in a different way. And there the benefits are that you never need to fill in a form again, independent of whether you are registered with a certain website or not. And also that you do not need to redo a KYC, what is very time intensive. We do this not only by software and not only by a cryptographic solution. In most countries, the jurisdiction requests that, for example, financial institutions have the digital KYC files on their servers. So this is an option that we provide, meaning that the customer can delegate his KYC file to the partner. So let me repeat so that we understand this. IMX has a one-stop compliance solution. It always starts with a KYC. There are various forms of getting into the system. One is via our company itself. You can see this. It's live on kyc.imx.id. The second one are, for example, telecommunication providers. And the third one is that for the group of people who have no national identity, we have developed a hardware software solution. It is a so-called terminal. It is, you can see it here right now. It's 3 meters high. And the core functionality is that it has a scanner and a biometric camera that is also used in Europe for border crossing. So something on a very high level with all kinds of conformities with the FBI regarding fingerprints and Germany BSI, for example, regarding the biometrics. And this is very relevant if you look at the topic of financial inclusion, because the 1.1 billion people who are in lack of a national identity, that we have a solution based on biometrics that they can use from this moment on to do business, to interact and to own things. Because if you have no legal identity, there's also no ownership. We have built 7 out of from these terminals, and the goal is that we deploy about 100 this year in order to help the people who have no national identity. I would like to talk about the monetization, how we make money with this. So I think you already, you all have probably done several KYCs. And if you are sitting on the side of the table who needs to pay the KYC, the costs is between €2 if you invest about 100,000 euros per month, for example, for the cheapest solution out there from the company SumSub, and the pay-as-you-go price is about 10 euros. The solution that we are providing, we can offer this below €1. It is fully conform with the financial market authorities, and even if we would offer it below €1, we are still profitable. So this is revenue source number 1. It's basically a KYC reseller because we can do it as cost leader and at very competitive cost. The very fascinating thing, but within this model, is not that we resell a KYC. And the very fascinating thing is, what kind of business model can you do if everybody here has the data in a certain wallet to basically interact with any website? And this results basically, if we are talking from the eyes of a customer, of you and me, is that you can buy everything with one click. So you have the great convenience of saving time. You have the great convenience of saving money, and you have also the great convenience of making money. So how does this work? So in Web 2, in the classical e-commerce business, if somebody brokers new clients from company A to company B, they are receiving a sales commission via certain tracking links. And there is no solution out there right now where you can purchase anything with one click when it's not in the area of shopping. So shopping is something that PayPal can do, but PayPal cannot do banking products and continuing obligations. And this segment is regarding the e-commerce revenues, the biggest in the world, because there you need KYC data and you need data that is a little bit deeper than shopping. This is what we have developed and already proven live with a German telco. So the way to make money is via the tracking link, where we receive a sales commission. For example, if you buy a car insurance, it's about 50 euros. And we share this sales commission. 50% is for our company, 25% is the cashback for the customer, and 25% is for the partner who has done the onboarding. And why is this relevant for the partner with the onboarding? Well, besides the solution that we have regarding our software and our hardware, we solve customer mass onboarding via telecommunication providers, because they're worldwide, they're in every country, and they usually have at least 5 to 10 million customers per country. And the data is all pre-authenticated because they are already KYC'd. And the problem that they are facing is that they only have an average net result profit per customer per year of about 6 euros. And our solution, because we monetize all the transaction in a very convenient way, is that we add on a conservative level about 3 euro. So from the eyes of a telco, they love it because it's a new revenue stream. It's a lifetime revenue stream, and it's a net result contribution also in a low single-digit euro segment, but something when you only have 6, this is quite massive. We have been founded in November 2021 in the canton of Zug. We have won several prizes. We have raised 3 million euros so far for the sale of our utility token and various proof of stake nodes and software services that we provide. Our EBT in the first 12 months was 650,000 euros. The biggest goal for this year is to onboard the first telco. It will be a telco from Germany. And for all you that are listening, or for all partners that need a simple Minecraft building block of digital identity in order to be seamlessly integrated into your system to make it more easy, more faster, and more convenient, we regard this as a good solution to look at. At least we promise you that we will be having the lowest price on the market, and that we will also support any project to onboard this technology. Yes, I think this was enough for an overview, and I'm very happy to receive any kind of questions afterwards. There's a question that I see right now because I have 2 minutes left from the live chat. So there's something from Chris Sommer Capital. The question is, IMX has a unique physical resource and Web2 partnerships, and it adopts online and offline development strategy. What does these offline resources include? So this is the terminals that you have seen. The price is about 25,000 euros each, and it's very, very probable right now, based on our negotiations, that certain banks that have the goal to solve the financial inclusion, that they will pay a certain part of this in order to reach this. And if you look at the cost for this for like a 3-year period, you are below 20 cents for a KYC with one of those machines. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. It's a lot of information, and hopefully our VC investors can know more about IMX. So next, let's welcome Magic Square. Tim, we probably need to stop. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having us. My name is Michael, the COO of Magic Square. I'm going to give you a brief presentation about our project, show you a demo of the Magic Store, and talk about some fundraising opportunities that we currently offer. So Magic Square is the Web3 App Store. We are the engagement and discovery platform for the Web3 ecosystem. Before jumping in, I'm going to show you a short demo video of what we do and our product, and then you'll be able to be impressed yourself. Okay, so Magic Square, what do we do? Based that you saw in the video, our goal is to be the main discovery area for the Web3 ecosystem. Now, what we already know is that Web3 is extremely complex for both users to discover project and for developers to be discovered. Today, in today's world, project developers that don't have, let's say this plainly, deep pockets, have very big difficulties in putting them out in the markets. Imagine a world without YouTube. Where would you go to discover video creation today? Magic Square aims to be the solution for new users and experienced users to take part of the Web3 ecosystem. Now, the main advantage of Magic Square is that it's community driven, which means every single project that is listed on the store has to go through a community validation process. Now, the Web3 ecosystem is a growing ecosystem every single month of 4,000 new Web3 apps with an estimated revenue of 368 billion by the year of 2027. This is mainly run by, like we've seen lately, with the metaverse, blockchain game, and the DAO trends. Now, the developers have a very big difficulty of being discovered by users. Also, interoperability between chains makes it difficult for users to use several different types of projects. In addition to that, growing a community is time consuming, it's expense consuming, and it's not very practical for project developers. On the users aspect, Web3 is too complex. We aim to offer the Web3 users a simple and intuitive UI and UX experience where they can, in a safe environment, discover projects that have been community validated. In addition to that, not only discovering projects, they are able to be rewarded by their actions on the store. For every single action that they make, they will earn karma points. These karma points are able to be rewarded. Now, Magic Square is a developer-friendly platform, which means there are no fees for developers. This is something which is very important, which we've seen compared to other app stores that are in Web 2, which charge hefty fees and commissions from the revenues generated by the projects, and similar marketing platforms that don't necessarily give project developers the ability to promote themselves without big budgets that have to be paid up in advance. So imagine projects which are today in this Web3 ecosystem and in this presentation, how do they get discovered? How do new projects like them are able to put themselves out there? Our goal is for project developers to be able to focus on building. We will be able to provide them an active and engaged community that will be ready to engage and to be active with their products and to also retain them in the long run. Now, the reason why we're doing this now is the Web3 App Store still does not exist. We are able to enter a space which is currently a void and provide the solution both for Web3 users to discover projects and for Web3 developers to put themselves out there and promote them to the masses. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a brief presentation of the actual store itself. So this is the Magic Store itself. This is the homepage where users are able to discover the projects. As you can see on the top, we have categories of apps and games. Inside the categories, we have subcategories between recently validated, favorite games. Now, you might ask yourself, so if there are no fees for developers, what is the business model? How does Magic Square make its money? So first of all, we're going to offer RTB advertising, very similar to how Google works with banner placements such as these and advertisements with push notifications and in-app notifications. And a category that we offer, which is something which is groundbreaking, is the upcoming category. Now, projects which are in development, they don't have a token, they don't have an actual product that users can engage with. They want to gain traction before their product is live. This upcoming section gives project developers in beta and in development the ability to be out there so the users are able to know and anticipate when these projects are going to go live so they can bookmark them. And once they do go live, they're able to engage with them, as you can see. Now, pod offers are the Groupon of Web3. This is where Web3 projects are able to put offers for the Magic Store users. It could be cashback offers, discounts, and promotions, where Magic Store users are able to take advantage of these opportunities and to earn throughout the process. This environment allows both project developers and project users to react to gain users, to keep them active and retained, and the users that are actually making meaningful actions on the projects, which are listed on the Magic Store, to gain traction, to gain token holders, and to gain engagement with the project itself. In addition to the RTB advertising, we also built the first Web3 affiliate network, where our community members are acting as affiliates, promoting projects within the Magic Square ecosystem. This allows every community member to promote these projects, and for every successful referral that they bring to a project which is listed on these offers, they will get a commission for it. This gives users, which are used to hunting airdrops, the ability to actually make meaningful promotions of projects and not maybe earning commissions or hoping that they come up in a raffle, but actually earning for every successful commission and for every successful referral that they have for a project. Now we're making the platform as easy and simple as possible for users to use, including one-click promotions on social networks. They literally do not have to think too much. All they have to do is choose the template that they want to use, choose the social platform that they want to promote the project on, click, and it's done. Now, we want to turn the Magic Store the one-stop shop, which means it's going to be interoperable across chains. Once the users open a Magic ID, which is our internal SSI, they can connect to multiple projects on multiple chains with a click of a button, which means they will not need to connect different wallets. They're able to use the Magic Spaces, which is very similar just to a regular phone, and where they're able to just jump between different apps and integrate with them and engage with them. Now, I'm very excited to actually say that we are launching our public beta in less than a few weeks. Most of the features which are going to be live on the public beta are not even live yet. We would be more than happy to have a complete demo for interested parties in a few weeks when the public beta is live, where you can get an entire understanding of both the user experience and the developer experience in the Magic Store ecosystem. Now, being Binance incubated, in addition to that, Republic Capital, Crypto Account Capital, DAOmaker, GSR, Gate.io, and Quobi Ventures, and other tier 1 investors, we have raised so far $4.2 million. We currently have a fundraising round open and a valuation of $90 million, raising $8 million. We would be more than happy to jump on the call and to give you a full detailed explanation about Magic Square and everything that we offer to provide solutions for both users and developers. If anyone wants to get in touch with us, feel free to scan this QR code, fill in the form, and we will be in touch with you in the next few days. Thank you very much for your time. And that's it.
Thank you very much, Michael. Next, let's welcome the last presentation for today's demo day. Welcome Fiat24.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me and see me?
Yeah, we can see you and hear you.
Hello, hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting us to attend this demo day. And we are Fiat24. I'm Yang. I'm one of the co-founder of the project. So Fiat24 is basically a Swiss regulated fintech bank based in Zurich. But unlike to other traditional bank, we move all data, practically all data, starting from client profile to the client ledger, from server to blockchain. So we try to use a Web3 way to run a bank. Maybe I can share my screen and see see. Well, this is our homepage. It's doesn't look like a financial institution. It's more similar to an NFT project. Indeed, everything starts with this NFT because, as I mentioned, we also moved the client profile from server to blockchain. So this NFT represents a bank account in our ecosystem. Well, you can generate a free NFT from here. So the NFT represent four things. First is digital identity in our ecosystem or payment system. Second is the access key to our e-banking. So you don't need to have a password or login to enter your e-banking, and instead you just need this NFT. Third, it's a debit card which connected to this NFT. And fourth, the last 5 digits is the Swiss IBAN number of your Swiss bank account. IBAN stands for International Bank Account Number. So maybe it sounds a little bit abstract. I can run a short demo. So first thing, because I have already an NFT in my wallet, I don't have to mint a new one. If you are new, you are supposed to mint a new NFT and go through the KYC process. It's very similar to the IMAX project presented. Is verified KYC digital identity. And once you get verified, you can enjoy the banking services offered by Fiat24. And you can either get a free NFT from here, from our website, or you go to OpenSea. There is a very active market who are selling and buying our premium number NFTs. For example, this one, the NFT number is 70081, and the Swiss IBAN number, bank account number, is CH something plus 7081. Yeah. Okay. Since I have already NFT in my wallet, this is my MetaMask. On the asset category, I have few ERC20 tokens, and under NFT, I have this Fiat24 account NFT in my wallet with the number 902. Yeah. So I'm going to enter the e-banking, not by typing in my login and password. Instead, I'm going to connect with my wallet. In this case, I'm going to use MetaMask. And now, once I sign in, you see I entered into a kind of e-banking interface with the account number 902. Because in this wallet with which I signed, the access contains an NFT with number 902. Yeah. So here is a very similar interface to you, because it's very similar to the e-banking or any payment apps like Revolut. Yeah. So we keep 4 currency. We can offer 4 currency accounts for our client, which are euros, US dollar, Swiss franc, and British pound. Yeah, and we also offer a debit card, which is directly connected with the asset that's stored in your wallet with which you opened this e-banking. Yeah. Let's say, so here, for example, I have a balance of 649.41 euro. So let's say I'm going to spend a little bit more euro. I can convert the crypto asset in this wallet, or specifically in this address, into fiat money immediately. For example, I'm going to sell some Ether. Let's say I'm selling 0.01 Ether. I will get immediately a price quotation, 18.77 euro. So this quotation is not given by any centralized liquidity providers, but rather given by Uniswap, because the So this protocol is built on top of Uniswap, meaning that we can, you can imagine us imagine that we are the fiat on and off ramp for DX rather than CX. If you are satisfied with this quotation, you just press OK, and then you will be asked to give the permission to go ahead with this transaction. And once you confirm, the 0.01 Ether will be moved from your MetaMask wallet to Uniswap and then converted to stablecoin. And we get stablecoin, we top up your, you see the complete, the transaction is completed. We top up your fiat money account. Yeah, so 18.75 euro is top up. Now, since we issued this credit card, the credit card is connected with your Google Pay or Apple Pay. So I'm using Android phone. I put this card, the virtual card, in my Google Pay, and I have a POS machine with me. For example, I can run a short demo. So this is the POS machine in very popular in European zone called SumUp. Maybe some of you have heard about it. And let's say I'm put 1 Swiss franc. I'm going to charge 1 Swiss franc with this Google Pay, and I put my phone on top of this POS machine, and now the 1 Swiss franc is charged. Well, meaning that you can operate your e-banking and also your credit card app within your crypto wallet. You don't have to have another app to operate this, but rather you can open our D app in any non-custodian wallet like MetaMask or Trust Wallet or Coinbase Wallet. We have two go-to-market strategies. So we heavily rely on 2B2C strategy. So we are cooperating with non-custodian wallet because we have a permissionless integration concept. So wallet doesn't have to ask us for permission or any API access to integrate the whole thing in the wallet, unlike to MonPay or Transit, all those Web2 crypto on and off ramps. We don't need, and so crypto wallet doesn't need any permission from us, and they can easily read all information on blockchain. And if the client who opened a crypto wallet has this NFT, and the crypto wallet can read exactly the same information as shown in this e-banking. This is nothing else than kind of interface reading information from blockchain. So we literally put all information on blockchain, except from client information, because you see only the account number is shown here, 902, but not my name. Yeah, so my name is connected with this NFT, with this number, but saved on server because of a legal issue. Yeah. The other go-to-market strategy, you may ask why a crypto wallet has incentive to integrate this thing into their wallet, because first, they can generate extra revenue, because right now we don't charge any money. So you give me stablecoin, 100 stablecoin, I give you $100. Yeah. So we are quite similar, like 1inch or Uniswap. So if crypto wallets integrate us in their wallet, they can add up a little margin to their client up to their bargaining power, right? They can earn extra money. Second, we can issue a co-branded credit card for the crypto wallet, because whenever a client or a user mint our NFT with a specific wallet, we can know this information with which the client mint our NFT. For example, if the NFT is minted by, let's say, MetaMask, the credit card will show MetaMask logo. So you will open, you will see the MetaMask logo in your Apple Pay and Google Pay. Yeah, and meaning that we seamlessly connected crypto wallet with a payment channel like Apple Pay, Google Pay. The second go-to-market strategy is to have partnership program with projects with who has a very active user base, like the first presentation, Ultraverse. We can issue a co-branded Visa card with your own design, with your own logo, and you can give this card to your community members. But the community member need to use our e-banking interface to top up the card, to manage the card. You can even give your community members a cashback or airdrop in this way. So we try to expand our user base as quick as possible. Well, so far we haven't launched our token sales, and the project has been funded by equity investors. So we are we are going to issue our token in the second half of this year. By then, the Swiss IBAN will be totally functional, because right now we are connecting with Swiss National Bank. And by then, the user will have dedicated Swiss IBAN for crypto tradings. So meaning that when you cash out your crypto and send the crypto to your bank, for example, Swiss franc, I have linked a bank here. So meaning that if I have, let's say, 10,000 stablecoin, I need 10,000 US dollar. I'm going to convert the stablecoin into US dollar and send back to my own bank account. And when you receive the $10,000 in your, we call it house bank, you will see that the sender or the recipient is not a financial institution, but yourself. You are sending fiat money from your own bank account A to your bank account B. So this will avoid a lot of AML issues raised by your bank. So this is our project. And if you have any question, you can contact me after this meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yang. Thank you. And if there's any VC or investors has questions, please feel free to reach Yang after the demo day today. And yeah, so that's all for today's Webs Reports demo day, and really appreciate our startups sharing and also over 200 VCs participation. Please feel free to reach out to us if you are interested in any project. And our next demo day will take place on 2 a.m. April 20, 2023. So UTC. And so we're looking forward to see you there. And thank you everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.